Welcome, everyone, to what is going to be a wet and sloppy affair. The skies are wide open, and we are certainly in for some challenges to ball security today as we get ready for this showdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game. And this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
As an offense, we're always going to take completions, incompletions, and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
You know, my old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to call that situation 3rd in California. Not a lot of plays that you can dial up on the play sheet for that type of down and distance. It makes it so hard on the quarterback. They've got to do a better job of keeping these third downs manageable.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Zimmerman. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. A 1st down for the offense. On the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. The snap sets up the throw. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. Running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest. He gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're trying to get to it. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He's back to throw on second down. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Williamson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
After converting that fourth down on the ground, now let's see what they've got on first. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hands it off. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll run the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He'll do it himself. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
This should be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Campbell. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Coming after him. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And here comes the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The lone back's got it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On second down, looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a third and long. The option look. He'll toss it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Not a very good punt under the pressure. He's got great speed. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens, but running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Smith. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. The give to the back. What a nifty one there to pick up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Turns it loose. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff to the lone back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Wants to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They keep attacking through the air. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for them.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Got a man, it's Singleton. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Off the play fake. Got it on the outside. It's quick. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. Now the pitch. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
1st and goal for the offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabs it in the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Williamson. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. On the option. On the move is the 30. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Man, what a huge gain, and this offense is so frustrating to defend because you got that guy who's not a quarterback. He's a running back. Call him what he is, makes the big play, chews up a chunk of yardage before you ever know what hit you.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Across the 35. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for an open man on second down. That's caught. It's Brewster. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Get it out on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Made a defender miss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Brewster. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brewster. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this now.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, the fullback, he's just not a guy that you're going to tackle the catch, right? You got to bring this guy down on the ground. He can make people miss. He's got a little bit of speed. He showed you it right there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Snowed under by the defense.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Goes to the option. The pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Split backs here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Give to the single back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Offense getting set for first down. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running back searching for a hole. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punched punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to lead with some positive vibes.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Campbell. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brewster. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off play action. Dances away to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got it down the middle. Stopped after making the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Pocket starts to collapse. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Smashes through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.